Buddy Cianci died 10 years ago today. There was snow on the ground for his funeral, just like today. Now, what can we add that hasn't been told? Only that even after 10 years, Buddy still looms large over the city he ran. Just ask the guy who's running it now.
50% of the meetings start with somebody telling me their Buddy story.
And Brett Smiley has some Buddy stories of his own, having run against Cianci before cutting a deal to drop out in what was Cianci's final failed run to reclaim the corner office. Rough game, politics.
But Smiley says Providence cannot afford to return to the corrupt politics of the past, and that is what Buddy Cianci's candidacy represents. Well, I don't think so, Brett.
I didn't ask if all is forgiven. After all, it's been more than 10 years since they tangled. Though I did ask if it's time for some kind of city memorial to arguably the city's most consequential leader, at least in modern times.
There's not a park, there's not a street, there's not a statue, there's nothing to Buddy Cianci to officially memorialize him or commemorate him in any way. Now, that's controversial because Buddy was a convicted crook. Let's not sugarcoat this. And he went to prison.
Remember, then Governor Gina Raimondo at first refused to lower flags for Buddy. And plenty of people agreed with her that it was too much for a guy who took bribes.
Should there be something at this point?
His name's on a lot because there's these plaques on all of these buildings when they were built.
Yeah,
and
but
I know that's not what you're saying,
yeah.
but I say that as just as a positive to his legacy, to the point is he helped build a lot of this stuff, right? It's not a stroke of a pen from a mayor. I think it requires a whole community conversation to sort of wrestle with that question.
Napoleon built Paris, and his record is blemished, by the way, Napoleon.
Buddy was no Napoleon, and Buddy was no angel. But when you're in Providence, you'll see his hand and his vision and impact for years to come. The tombstone of the great literary son of Providence, H.P. Lovecraft, reads, "I am Providence." Buddies ought to read the same thing. I am Providence, too. Well, people change over 10 years. After losing the election in 2014, Cianci went back to the radio and back to Channel 6. He is buried with his parents and daughter at St. Anne's Cemetery in Cranston. There's more on our YouTube channel tonight, the WJAR YouTube channel, including interviews I've done in the past about his political legacy.